Cumming, Georgia is one of those places that more and more people are starting to catch on to. According to World Atlas, Cumming is one of the top places in Georgia that people are moving to, and this is one of those places that keeps revealing more and more reasons to like it the deeper that you go. So today I'm breaking down what people love uncovering in Cumming, Georgia that keeps drawing them in. Hey, my name's Joel. I'm a local realtor here in Metro Atlanta, and I help people relocate here all the time. Let's get into it. The first thing people really start to notice about Cumming is the lifestyle, because this is not just a place with nice neighborhoods and not much else going on. What makes Cumming interesting is the mix here. You've got the everyday suburban convenience side of things. There's the shopping at the Collection, restaurants at City Center, parks all around, newer retail, and the practical stuff that people actually use during the week. But then layered on top of that, you've also got the outdoor side. You've got Lake Lanier, you've got Sawney Mountain, you've got Greenway access, county parks, and easy day trip potential up into North Georgia. And then on top of all of that, you're still close enough to Alpharetta if you want to go into Avalon, downtown Alpharetta, better restaurant depth, or just another polished North Metro option right down the road. It's right there. That's what starts to make Cumming feel more rounded than people expect. It's not just convenient, it's not just scenic, it's both. For a long time, one knock on Cumming was that it didn't really have that much heart to it. Yes, technically there was a downtown, but if we're being honest, it wasn't exactly the kind of place that you were excited to spend your Saturday. It's more like courthouses, municipal buildings, and law offices, than a true gathering place. That's why Cumming City Center makes so much of a difference. It finally gives the area more real center of gravity. You've got the restaurants, boutique, retail, events, green space, live music, there's a stage, and a place where people can actually gather and feel like they're part of something. And that may not sound like the biggest deal on paper, but in real life, it changes how the place feels. It makes the city feel less empty and much more complete. And this isn't the only thing that is popping up around here. It's loud. Some suburbs have really stabilized by this point. There's really not much room left, and so at this stage, they kind of are what they are. Cumming feels like it's still developing in real time. You can see it in the neighborhoods going up. You can see it in the retail filling in. You can see it in the broader demand across Forsyth County. And you can even see it in the way local officials are having to actively manage the pace of growth rather than just encourage more of it. Forsyth County's population was about 250,000 in 2020. It is now roughly estimated to 282,000. So this is not some slow, sleepy growth story. This is one of the fastest growing counties in Georgia, to the point that local officials even extended a residential development moratorium, in part because of the pressure that growth is putting on infrastructure and planning. That does not mean everything is perfect. What it does mean is this area has had enough demand and enough momentum that growth is no longer theoretical. It's very visible. Hello. Can I help you? I just got kicked out. Now, the schools may not be the first thing that makes Cumming interesting, but they are absolutely one of the biggest reasons people stay interested. Niche.com currently gives Forsyth County schools an A+ and ranks the district number 3 in Georgia and number 2 in the Atlanta area, which is a big part of why Cumming keeps ending up on so many shortlists. Great Schools also shows multiple top-rated schools across the district, including highly rated options like Denmark, South Forsyth, West Forsyth. And one thing I like about the school conversation here is that it is not just one standout cluster carrying the whole county. There are multiple strong options depending on where you land. Now, obviously the exact neighborhood still matters here. The exact school zone still matters. I'm not telling you every school is identical, but in general, this is one of those areas where the school reputation is a real driver of demand, and buyers know it. When you combine strong schools with all of the growth happening here, that's when a lot of people start looking at what kind of home they can actually get in Cumming, Georgia. This is another big reason people keep ending up here. The housing inventory in Cumming is very much not one note. You've got townhomes, you've got neighborhood-style single-family homes, you've got newer construction, you've got larger lots farther north, you've got lake-oriented pockets, you've even got some more polished, denser South Forsyth options closer to the Alpharetta side of things. And then you've got more breathing room as you move farther north. And that variety matters because the person looking in Cumming is not always looking for the same thing. Some people want newer construction, some people want more space, some people want better schools, some people want to stay on the north side without paying the absolute premium of the most expensive nearby markets. And from a price standpoint, Cumming still gives you a pretty broad spread. Median home price in Cumming is currently about $620,000. So no, this is not a bargain, but it is one of the more flexible options. And that matters more when you realize Cumming is not as far removed as people assume. A lot of people look at Cumming on the map and assume it's going to feel a lot farther out than it actually does. And yes, if you need to be at the airport all the time, that is probably not going to be your favorite part of living here. But in everyday life, the location works a lot better than people think. Georgia 400 gives you a straight shot south. Alpharetta is right there. North Fulton is very accessible. Buckhead and Midtown are not next door, but they're also not off the table depending on your schedule and your commute pattern. And if your world is more North Metro than kind of in the city, Atlanta, then Cumming is gonna make even more sense. You can move south if you want more city-style amenities. You can move north for mountains and some day trips. You can hit Lake Lanier. You can get to Dawsonville and the wineries. You can work your way around the north side pretty easily. So while Cumming may not be central in the same way that Sandy Springs, Smyrna, or even Alpharetta are, it works really well for the people who are trying to live on this side of the metro and stay connected to the things that they're actually going to use. So when you step back and look at the whole picture, that's really why Cumming keeps drawing more and more attention. It's not just one thing. It's the lifestyle, the growth, the schools, the housing options, the location, and the fact that the deeper people look, the more reasons they tend to find. If you're trying to figure out whether Cumming or really anywhere else around Metro Atlanta is the right fit for you, reach out anytime. I help people relocate here all the time. I'd be happy to help you narrow it down as well. You can reach out to me at the contact info below in the description or that you see on the screen right now. If you're still just researching, watch some more videos. I'll see you in the next one.